Good morning, welcome back to another session of Alien Legacy Part 2. We're in the exploration phase now. I had to just alt up in and out because it was frozen a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna continue where we picked up yesterday with the new game. We'll go with load. Aha. So, what do we need to do? Vehicle manager. This is frustrating as well. He only has 100 fuel, so we're gonna change you to space station Prometheus. So that is good. Then have another look at the other one. I've messed around with the sound settings a little bit, because whenever I export this to YouTube, it messes the sound up. Now there needs to be an orbiting Hermes. Lovely. We'll go and change you as well to a space station. Change. So you can't change the audio volume, just can turn it on and off. I'm gonna leave it on for now. Colony manager, and we have the other ones are not yet done. So what we're doing in Terra, we're producing ships. Here we're producing mostly robots, which is going great. 55, 37. We've got 100 spare robots here. We're still breeding humans. Bunch of humans there, bunch of humans there. SSG has nothing on it. We just need to wait for those. And actually, if that is the case, if we have two ships here, you are gonna do a space station around Rhea. Where are you, Rhea? Rhea. Take a little bit of fuel. Take 10 fuel. Launch. So as every morning I am on call. So if I drop off all of a sudden, it's because I'm getting a phone call. I'm having my doggo next to me. I've got my coffee and my morning yogurt. So I'm just getting ready for a lovely day at work, so to say. Alright, excellent. So SS Hermes has been founded, which is a space station around Hermes, and SS Prometheus has been founded, our space station around Prometheus. Now, I think we had something to do on Prometheus. View PDA. Yeah, we've got Rhea, but there's still a craft inbound there. Investigate some. We want to do that one, but we need some research points for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Prometheus. A1, A0, B1, C2, or D3. Alright. Colony manager. And this part of the game is the chase. And because we brought some energy, this guy's not fully fueled. Launch. So this moon is a little bit smaller than the other planets. As you can see, it only has 11 tiles, which is brilliant. Nice and small. And we just gotta wait to see if they find anything here. Nope. Leave. B1. Nope. Leave. C2. Alright, now that sounds like there's something here. Let's have a look below us. Nope. There's astronomy. And you mark this area as a possible site for studying the atmosphere of Rhea. Oh yeah, we're a moon of Rhea. And because there only seems to be research here, let's do a quick scan. And as you can see from the speed, I forgot to up the speed of DOSBox, so we'll do that shortly as well. Wow, this is brilliant. Only 2. Inside the science post, half buried in the dust, you find a diary from a scientist left behind. One entry reads, "The unusual crystals we found were sent to Preskvis at his private laboratory on Eris, Sector B11. If anyone can make something useful of these crystals, it's Bradovsky." Of course it's Bradovsky. Leave. Alright.
Captain, we've recovered a diary that belonged to a scientist from the Tantalus. It would appear that we need to explore areas along parallel B, Meridian 11.
There we go. Something just popped up. I'm not sure. That's why it alt-tapped me out of the game. which is a good excuse for me to up the cycles a bit. So yeah, the best cycles, 2300 range, I think. So I'm just alt-tapping back in. Let's see if the military guy is correct on the screen. Yeah, excellent. The screen is correct again. Power! And what we want to do here is build some colonies. So we'll do some scanning for a colony. There is one. Build one, thank you. Power. There's some power. You come right here. And we're just gonna do the basic stuff again. You know, grab 150 minerals, 150 energy, and then ship in the rest. And these are important colonies because they are the ones that are going to be able to sustain you for the rest of the game. Setting up correctly in the beginning makes life a whole lot easier. Let's do a quick scan. There you are. Take out that one, we'll take out that one. That's it for power, that's it for power. Let's refuel, find out what the communications guy wants.
I have completed the routine scan of Prometheus with our sensors. Evidence suggests an ATV of comparable design and technology level to one of our own is sending out a faint yet detectable homing signal somewhere in sector I-0.
Alright. Let's have a quick look at sector I-0. We're here anyway. Whee! Now it doesn't mean that it's here in I-0. He said somewhere near, so it could be around this area, so we're gonna wait a little bit. Seems to be around here. Well, there's some more. That's definitely pretty good. You've located a destroyed ATV bearing the Tantalus insignia. Inside you find the isolinear chip with encoded orders. Return to Edison City in the southern hemisphere of Rhea, Sector 0, for recon mission. And we need energy. So the good thing is Rhea is just right next door. There we go. This speeds up the process a lot. Let's refuel a little bit. Exploration launch. So we need 2 more trips to get the 150 here. Takes care of the 150 for you. Let's see, where's another colony ability? There's another colony ability. Load. And while this is a bit of a hassle, I have to fly back and forth constantly. It is lovely that we don't have to scout so much. Scan service. Ding. Awesome. So there's another purple thingy, so there's something interesting going on here. Bit of life support. You find the remains of the Prometheus Outpost 1, built in the wrong location because they did not have the crystal we have. A single habitat is still functional and retains oxygen, but is empty. On the wall is scrolled a message, heading for Rhea as ordered. Top command believes crystals found at C11 may assist in crisis. Top command are a bunch of idiots. We'll land here. Let's grab the last bit of life support. Only 3, but still. We need a bit more power. Yo, there's power. Is it below us? Nope. Is it around us? Nope. Oh, yes it is. There it is. There you are. 20 And again, we can only have 3 colonies on this planet, on this moon. So the quicker we get all the resources, the quicker we get going. There we go. So some geology science. The rocks are crumbling beneath the ground because of the temperature extremes between night and day. Okay, so we've got some crumbling rocks. Let's do some scanning. There we go. We want some Pala. Alright, we'll come back for the rest then. 133, excellent. Launch. Let's grab the last bit of power from here, and then we can start the 3rd colony. We want that one, we want that one. 20, 23, 26, lovely. So that brings us to 150 as well. So we're gonna do the 3rd colony right now, and then we're gonna get the minerals, and then we'll start in flying in life support and robots. Have a quick look at the tech manager. See if we've no, we're still behind in tech, and we're still behind in bio research as well. Explore, launch. There's some power there. Lovely. Oh my god, that's actually pretty awesome. I'm just unloading it at the secondary colony because we'll just fly it across then, so we use less fuel to get all the stuff. Are we seeing anything else? There's a lot behind us. So that's already 90 that we collected. If I'm not miscalculating. 20, lovely. So let's see, where is the last colony? There. Launch. Exploration. Unload, leave. So they're at 50 at the moment. Launch. Unload 80. Launch. 110. And the next run is 140, so we need to do a little bit more, but then we're done and dusted at launch. A little bit of power here. There you are. And I do want to get to 150 at least. Well, the 3rd colony is not that important to have the 150. The first one definitely is, because you get all the planes flying in from the other planet with the people and with the robots and the life support, so they'll be taking a bit more fuel as well. There you go, this will do. Load. Let's find some more. Excellent. Electronics. The dust here can be used in electronic precipitator to remove smoke and impurities from the air. Excellent. There's also something here. Chemistry. The rocks contain varying amounts of tungsten. Lovely. So loads of science on this tile. Electrics. Yeah, you find extremely pure deposits of copper, which can be used to manufacture wire. Lovely. However, I think this will be probably a bit poor in ore. Yeah, that's gonna be a very poor ore planet thingy. Any more beneath me? More astrology. Your instruments suddenly detect a short burst but very intense bursts of cosmic rays. of scanning, but keep our eye on the fuel. Excellent. Leave. So we've got finally 30 ore here. Need a lot more than that. We also flew back to the wrong colony, but that's okay. Right about here, right? Yeah, there it is. 25. Well, let's return to this colony here first. Make sure that this is our home base. Because then we'll just scan for ore in this region, and then we'll work on the other two bases. I think there was more ore here. Alright, any ore below me? No. Any ore around me? Yes. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful. So that's a lot of chemistry science. And there in the background it says rare. The rocks contain varying amounts of tungsten. Lovely. I thought I saw ore here, but clearly I didn't. So we'll just bang the scanner around and see if we can find anything. There we go. I want you, and I want you, and I want you, and I want you, and you. Alright, so you are just belong to Little Dog Smudge, Double Hill. Okay. How much you want to bet I won't be able to find the top of the hill brown smudge anymore? Should be around there, I think. Although this time map is full of brown smudges. There you are. Leave. We need more ore. Right next door then. Nice. And as always, look below the... There we go. Always look below yourself first. No point in flying around like a madman. And there's the last one. Where are you? 26. We need to refuel anyway. And we have 81. Exploration. So yeah, this planet has a little bit of an ore deficiency. Or this moon has a little bit of an ore deficiency. And again, right next door. Bloody hell. Well, not bloody hell, but, you know, it's a bit of a pain that I flew away. So that's 30, that is helpful. Unlocked, that puts it at 110. Last few times I flew away, it was right next door, so I'm just gonna start scanning here. There's one. Anything below me? Loads below me. Hence me always saying, check below yourself first. That's 30. Let's get some. That puts it at 140, so the next run is the final run for Prometheus 3, and then we'll just start looking at Prometheus 2. We'll take you, we'll take you. And you, and you, and you. Excellent. Sector cleared. Brilliant. So we've done that to there. Let's start scanning here. Yo, nice. Nothing there. Let's scout around. Yo, there you are. Excellent. And this is purely to save a little bit of fuel, get things going quicker. 23, 27. So this is the next one. So this entire sector here has been cleared. I'm just gonna put a dot on it. Let's turn around. Anything here? Nope. Okay. So I've put a dot there. We need to come back and find the more there. And as you can see, there's some blue blinking thingies here. at the bottom, so that's more science. And those are just ore resources. And we love science. That's 30, nice. Straight away get the blue resource. Physics! Yeah, excellent. I think that means we can do our science thingy. Do I have to tech manager? No, I don't have to tech manager. Oh, bloody hell, where was that? There you go. So that takes me out of this bed. And there's more ore. Nope. And we find a colony. In a deserted solar power station, you find a torn wall hanging. It appears to be recruiting posters and it reads, "Join the pioneers on Ares! Sector H2 is not for cowards." Okay. And here's a nice line of war. Mine, all mine! Get me the ore! Alright, let's land here and let's go to the tech manager because we now have this one. We can investigate the device we were working on should improve the efficiency of our power plants. Investigate. And we've got 116 ore here, so we're getting close. 2 more runs should do it. There's one right below us. Oh, and a lot of geology. The area was repeatedly battered by meteor strikes. Click, 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 click. Then it should give us a lot of ore, right? Oh, and chemistry. The rocks in this area contain a lot of tin. So we've got tungsten, we've got tin. Look at that, lovely. And there's still a little bit left. It did not complain about the fact that it was empty. So we're getting a decent amount of science. We're getting a decent amount of ore from this tile. And there's a bit more science there, a little bit more up here. Click, click, click. And we'll grab this one, astrology. Your instruments suddenly detect a prolonged shower of gamma rays. That can't be healthy. Are you more? Yes, you are. Always look below you? No. Always look around you? Subsurface pockets containing argon and neon were created by ancient volcanic activity. Lovely. So yeah, the theory online is that there is sufficient tech spots out there that you don't need to research. I don't think I agree with that theory. However, it might be true. I've never bothered trying. After a while, this exploration gets very annoying. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna refuel here and then grab a bunch of the ore. And send it there. Take a block of ore. That already puts us nicely at 90 down. Yes, navigate.
Captain, scouts from our second colony on Gaia report a possible crashed ship of some kind along Meridian 1. They are picking up some kind of energy signature near Sector 33.
Lovely. This is very important. Speed 1. And let's go to Colony Manager, SS Gaia. Ding, 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 ding. Meridian I, not Meridian 1. Along Sector 33, that doesn't mean that it is in Sector 33. It could be along here somewhere. Just waiting to see if it goes cleared or not. It didn't go cleared. Let's fly in that direction. Look at that. How did I know? Well, there were only 2 islands. I could mostly see that island. That island was close by. fairly tiny, but I guess it's probably going to be an island you don't straight away see. We'll take him here. An experimental craft from the Tantalus crash landed on a deserted island, sustaining devastating damage. A large section of the prototype engine has survived. You can barely make out two stenciled on the engine's housing. Leave.
We've located an experimental ship from the Tantalus, sir. It appears to have been using some new engine prototype. We'll put our best teams on it at once. We will need 2 research labs on the Calypso, or at a space site, assigned to physics research to further aid our efforts. The zero-G environment will let us perform specific tests on the prototype to gain an understanding from it.
Alright, so we need 2 research labs on the Calypso or a space site. Let's do the Calypso. Colony manager, Calypso. You have plenty of stuff. Yeah, you have plenty of stuff. Change physics. Change physics. So, and go online. If you're not online, you're not doing anything. You will take a little bit of time to build. Colony manager, you have 1. That's not a lot. You have 1. That's not a whole lot. But we'll start sending stuff. Transport 2. Prometheus 1. We'll take 15 droids. And the rest in life support launch. And we'll go to... Oh, that's the wrong button. We need colony manager. Gaia 2. Transport 2. Prometheus 1. We'll take another 15 droids. And 15 life support. Launch. And you can take another 15 droids and 15 life support to Prometheus 3. And 15. Launch. Colony manager SS3 has not been built yet, so we'll go to Prometheus. Do I have any planes left here? Orbiting Gaia. I do really want to keep you. Terra. How far are you of building a new one? 22 turns. Okay, that takes a wee bit. You know what? Bugger it. I'm just gonna send it. And then we'll just wait for this one to build one. Not Calypso, to build the new Terra to build one. So, SS Gaia, U. Space Station. Ares? Yeah. It's within reach. So Ares is like Mars. Occasionally it's within reach. Occasionally it isn't. Launch. Colony manager. You. And we need a little bit more minerals here. And then you can fly back and go pick up some equipment. Launch. Minerals. Where are they? They're right next door. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful minerals. More minerals. Give me the minerals. There you are. There you are. Let's do the scanning. Seriously. Right on top. Bling. And you. And that's the tank is full. Lovely. And load. One more load. That should do it. Some minerals here, right? There we go. Minerals and minerals and any more minerals? No. Let's turn around. Yeah, there you are. Minerals. Any more minerals? Show me the minerals. Blink. There, 22, 27, 30. Now my OCD kicks in because there's a little bit of minerals left. It can't be left alone, I have to go get them. There, and what's around there, I think. I think the blinking figure was around here. There you are, yeah. So, that is good. We have our yeah. Transport to New Terra. Launch. So, that takes care of Prometheus for the time being. We're just gonna wait for the robots and the life support to arrive. The other one is gonna get some more robots and life support. Now is we're going to the next colony, which is Hermes, and we're going to start building the infrastructure on Hermes as well. Again, this is a bit that grinds a bit, but every little bit that you do right now is gonna help you in the future. Did I have anything on Hermes to go after? A few PDA. Ares, Rhea, Rhea. So we have nothing on Hermes to explore just yet. That's okay. That makes life a little bit easier. Let's land here. Now compared to Prometheus, this one is a little bit larger. It goes up until 23. So I think Gaia has somewhere around 36. Rhea has somewhere in the 40s. So it's a bit smaller, not a whole lot smaller. There. That's where our first colony is gonna be. And there is some fuel. Fuel is essential. And we start off with 30 minerals. Another 30 minerals. Oh, this is gonna be easy now. Strong stuff we're picking up, but I'm not complaining. That makes 90. 120. Now we need fuel. Oh, and there's even science here. That's fuel. We're gonna ignore the minerals for now. And geology. You discover veins of multicolored granite. And astrology. Meteorites have blasted holes into the surface, which have been filled up with tiny pebbles. Yeah, let's get some fuel. So we're at 28 at the moment. 28 and 120. Lovely. Is this the best tile so far? I think it is. Click. Where's the rest of the fuel? Is it that direction? I don't remember. Where are you? There you are. Alright, we need more energy. Why am I waiting? I know that there's stuff here. I was waiting to see if there would be stuff here. If this sector cleared would pop up, and I was like, no, you scan for it. You idiot. And there's fuel. And more ore. Fuel. This one. This is annoying. It has a lot of one resource thingies in there. So it takes a while to pick up all the crap here. So there was one with 15, that was helpful. That was helpful with 10. There we go. 65 and 140. Excellent, so this sector is cleared. We need more fuel. What's there? It's like an entire row of fuel and ore. Oh well, let's grab everything. And again, every ore that we have too much in that quotation mark we'll just take to the next colony, so we have to scan less for ore then. Straight to the left. Oh, crap. Straight to the left, I think. Explore launch. Pretty much You are there. Turn this direction. Ooh, there's a lot of ore. Hello, science.
Captain, there are a number of meteors and other debris present in the Beta Cayley system. I suggest we look into a defensive system that could protect our colonies from these objects. My proposal is listed in the tech manager. I do encourage you to view it as soon as you are able to.
I shall do that, my friend. The German wants a defense mechanism. Then we will make the German scientist happy and investigate a defense mechanism. There we are. More fuel, more minerals, more fuel, more minerals, and you are the last one right here. So you're blinking on a little island because, yeah, again, my OCD will kick in. I cannot stand it. There's one little thingy left there. Need to go get that. So that was bad. Thank you. You have energy? Yes, you do. 26, 27, 30! 133 tech manager, so we want a gun. There we go. We are concentrating on improving energy propagated from lasers. This method will work with very large laser rays. We may actually be able to fire the laser from the ground into space and not have the energy dissipated by the atmosphere. Alright, fair enough. Investigate the big cannon. Explore, launch. Grab the last bit of energy. And then we can start on Hermes number 2. That's 21, that should be sufficient. I think there was, there was energy there as well. 25, 26, 27, 28, 30! Now, Hermes is the only planet where they're doing this very annoying thing where they have like loads of small stacks. I think the guy that was designing the planets just started at Hermes and I was like, yeah, I'd rather build big stacks after this. I don't know. The question is, why do you put it in with Hermes? Well, it's a small planet, it's easily overseeable. You can bank 3 colonies on there. And you can more or less leave them alone. You know, they will just get on with the job. There's some more ore, there's some more money or energy. There's not really money in this game. Some energy, some fuel, that's done and dusted, excellent. So let's get some fuel. 200, excellent. Exploration, launch. The next colony is not even within sight. There. Good. So indeed, 30 ore. Unload. Fuel, and well, plenty of ore. So we've determined Hermes is rich in ore. Makes 30. guys. Loads of little bit few. Okay. So that was on the big mountain. 8266. Good start for the initial run. So they were on the big mountain. I think it's over there. Link up. So it could also be on this big mountain there. Nope. Alright. Let's scan and find the things. So we just missed one fuel here. There you go. Alright, we need more fuel. There's more fuel. And you up 30. There we go. Need more fuel, and some more physics. The porous rock here acts as a perfect insulator. Okay. And more science. The unusual exposé resin has been created along the edges of boulders. The intense heat of the sun has baked the resin out of the stone. What do you have? The porous rock here acts as a perfect insulator. What are you? Rocky debris, a meter thick, covers the ground in this area. Lovely. That's 16. 17. Energy. Voila. It's just on the little area. So that's about there. So I'll have to turn, fly in that direction. There you are. And we have here the usual resin out of the stone. Yeah, we've seen that before. And the porous rock still acts as an insulator. We have more science. Probably we'll have to do some scanning to keep an eye on the bloody thing not crashing. Et voila, sector cleared. We need 13 more energy, and then we can move on to Hermes 3. Launch. And then we're finally going to get to the area where we're going to skip some time to get the transport ships to fly across quicker. We have some more science. Bright rays around the craters indicate that a meteor swarm impacted the surface only a few dozen years ago. So we're not seeing anything at the moment. Let's fly in this direction a little bit and then fly north again. And there's some more energy. There's some more energy there. And if the energy doesn't work long, we'll just go to the other view. There we go. Energy, lovely. Nothing there anymore. There's more energy. Alright, let's just scan this sector. And there's one resource hiding all the way over here. Click. 10. So this one is now done. We'll see if we can find Hermes 3. It's probably all the way at the border, right? There. And just below, we probably have a lot of energy. Yes, we do. So there's no energy below the shippy. And you, and you, and you, and everywhere. Energy for you. Only 7. There I was hoping that it would be a lot. Excellent. Look at this blue dot here. loads of signs. Fine dust brightens the floor of several craters. Them, and then we're gonna go this direction. Pick up the energy. Alright, so they are brown crater, just in between of those. Saves me having to scan for it. To land to refuel though. So that was an 88 launch. That should put us somewhere around 170, right? 168. So we'll go hunting for minerals. Which should not take that long if the standard mineral thingy applies. There we go, 30 load. I didn't want to land. Export launch, so that's 60 already. Alright, in that direction. So we're gonna go for the 90, lovely. Just grab the science bit here. This area contains the highest percentage of meteor craters on the planet. Excellent. So, 90. I'll take you. We'll take you. 120. 120. And load 150. So let's just finishing off this tile now. And then we can wait for the Prometheus plane to arrive. Look at all those minerals. Lovely, lovely. There we go. So we've set up the basic infrastructure now. So 200. Let's see if our shippies have arrived. Vehicles. Parked at Hermes 3, that's fine. Orbiting Rhea and 0 fuel. Space Station 10 turns. Space Station Ares 8 turns. So we're gonna wait for this one. And then we'll continue searching in Ares.
Invention complete.
Invention completed. Tech manager. 37 more turns for the gun. And we can finally invent a process to restructure grain protein into meat protein. And we've invented something that increases the output of our power plants. And we have now a space station SS Ares. And in our PDA, we have B11 on Ares, and I think that was another one, right? That's Rhea. Just B11 on Ares? Really? Nothing else? I thought it was another. Something about Ares is not for the weak-minded. Launch. Forgot what this one was though. Ares P11. There we go. There's a couple of things we need, of course. We need to... hello there. That was an easy find. In an empty outpost dome, you find the electronic lab of the late eccentric genius, Anton Petrovsky, and the memory chip of his Max 9000 notebook computer. You find sketches of an unusual radio and some mathematical equations. Leave what we need. Science guide.
The data we recovered from Dr. Anton Petrovsky's Max 9000 computer would indicate that he was working on something called transcendental radiation. The most intriguing note he left is one that reads, "Turn on the light and you will see."
Brilliant, man. It was probably for his cleaning staff always complaining that he couldn't see in his lab. Hence the little note above the light button. Turn on the light and you will see. There we go. Chemistry find. Hardened salt deposits from an ancient sea can be found throughout this area. And yes, this planet is supposed to represent Mars in our solar system. But what we need mostly is fuel. And the fuel is over there. Fuel, 23, 27, 29, 30, and the other one is fuel as well, right? Yeah, you will fuel, I think. Yeah, fuel, alright. Now, this will do, because this will give us a nice amount of fuel here, 24, so we can explore a little bit further. Tech manager. So we need one more mathematics. It's a bit of a bummer. Do we have in the PDA anything? Complete, yeah, we need mathematics for that. Rhea, Ares, there you go. H2 is not for cowards. Military, yes.
One of our astronomers here on Calypso reported seeing the reflection of sunlight off a metal surface while observing Rhea through her telescope. Her report indicates that the reflection is coming from sector C20, or very nearby there. She couldn't tell if the reflection was man-made or naturally occurring. Captain, Gaia is an ideal place to centralize our communications relay system for our colonies. I'm sure Captain Johansson came to the same conclusion. That is why I suggest we concentrate an exploration mission near the center of Gaia. My best guess would be place an existing array along the D or F parallels where meridians 15 and 16 intersect with them.
Lovely. So we're gonna check out the Ares one, and then we're gonna check out the ones that you mentioned. H2. And hopefully we're gonna find some mathematics in the meantime. If not, we'll just have to flip the lab on Gaia to mathematics for a wee bit. Scan. Oop. There you are. More life support and sand dunes slowly cover the geodesic dome of a recruiting station in what must have been the administration's office. You find notes in a desk. They read, "Further analysis of the alloy must wait until we can get new samples from Prometheus, Rampo camp in sector P10. Okay. And leave. And leave. Luckily, we already have colonies on Prometheus. Colony manager, Prometheus, 1, 2, 3. Unluckily, our ships have been sent away from Prometheus to get equipment. So we can go to Gaia, New Terra. You haven't finished the ship yet, so we'll just have to wait a little bit for the ship to be done. We can upgrade our power plant right now, but you know, we're doing a balanced economy as we speak, so we're not going to bother that much with it. Colony managers, SS Rhea done. SS Rhea is done. That is a good thing. Alright, there was a vehicle here. You. Transport. SS Rhea. No, not Ares. You will not make that. You have no fuel. Rhea. Change. There we go. So it landed. And you can go straight to transport Prometheus. View PA. We need to do RIA. Southern Hemisphere of RIA, Sector 0 for recon mission. Colonies, RIA. Explore. Launch. Yes, military person.
I'm detecting discolored soil samples, sir, which may be from excavations by the Tantalus colonists. The largest area affected is in Sector C19 on Gaia.
Alright. Well, we're in RIA at the moment. We'll come back to Gaia eventually. So, Southern Hemisphere. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, the bottom 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's have a look. 1. And as always, just wait a little bit first. If it goes blink, 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 that there's nothing, then there's nothing. However, there is something here. Bloop. There's some science there. Bio. Giant centipede-like arthropods burrowing throughout sand. Next one. That's some more. That's a bit of an annoyance. Somewhere there's a blinky thing. Where are you, you blinky thing? Now I've got the entire bloody map. Where is the blinky thing? This is like finding Waldo. Where the hell is Waldo? There it is. Haha. The little purple blinky thing right there. You find the skeletons of 8 Tantalus colonists in a crashed freighter. One of the dead clutches an empty leather bag that bears the insignia Geon Gemologist Land Entity I-26. Is that what we were supposed to do? View PDA. Yup. Alright, RIA G17. Hence this part being called the chase, because this is indeed the chase. We're just tracking them down. G17, where are they? A bit more geology. You find petrified remains of some tree-like flora. Scan, and we'll probably have to look for a little bit of fuel here as well, because we're running out of fuel pretty quickly. So, found another colony. All that remains of the empty office you examine is a hologram trophy displaying with a glowing text. First prize, Mathematics Division to Wanda Lemford for research on duplication theory. Presented by the GN Euclidean Society. New Frisco chapter, Sector D0. Among the shattered remains of a town, you find enough evidence to indicate that there was a place called Land's End City. Which is, we already know where it is. It's on Gia. Your instruments show that the area is sinking and is turning into a rift valley. So let's find some more fuel right here. Because if we want to keep exploring, we need to be able to fuel our little engine. Fuel. There we go. That should keep us going for a wee bit. There's a little mathematics. Awesome. There we go. Mathematical find. You find a series of almost spherical rocks that were rounded and polished by glacier action during the last ice age. Leaf. And leaf. That now means that we can go to the tech manager and we can put the light thingy on capable of inventing. Invent. Leave. So I'm gonna save it here. It's time to go to work. We've made some progress. We found Prometheus 1, 2, and 3, and Hermes 1, 2, and 3. We are just waiting for the shippies to arrive so we can actually start building on Prometheus 1, 2, and 3, and Hermes 1, 2, and 3. The beautiful thing is, the more colonies you got, the quicker it goes. We are inventing some other stuff. Yeah, we're making progress. We're getting there. We're making progress. So I'm gonna save it here. Thanks for watching. Why am I hitting escape? There's no escape option here. Go to options, save. New save game number 2, please. Save. And then hopefully tomorrow we can pick it up where we left it off. Alright, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you guys tomorrow. And as always, I need to find OBS again. There it is. Alright, catch you later.